What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite killer, Ronald Qjin here, and we are back with another video. And in today's video, we're doing more RTA. So, as I am, ooh, my game's really loud. As I am recording this video, I have finally decided to get off my ass and upload the last 3 RTA videos. I'm done collecting all the thumbnails. I think I just have to actually move them onto my computer, and then I can edit them and upload them. So I'll just go over my battle log real quick. People on YouTube don't know, but people in my guild know that I've just running RTA with them, just like having fun. So that's probably what I'm gonna do, like jump in and out between videos and doing it in my Discord, my guild Discord, I mean. So I'll just go over the battle log real quick, so people on YouTube don't know. This battle was pretty nice for me. I definitely am not a cleaver, so just being able to cleave. I'm really happy with the direction that my account's been going recently. I've made a lot of changes and a lot of improvements that I think have really shot my account to a whole new level. So who knows? Definitely want to go for Emperor this season, knock on wood. It's all gonna depend on like the last week, how I really feel, how far away I am. Hopefully they don't introduce a new like meta defining unit on like the last couple days, because it happened with Hua Young and that literally made me lose all motivation to play. That's because she was so strong against my playstyle. But maybe now if they were to introduce a unit like that, unless they introduce a unit with like 130 base speed, I should probably be relatively okay to actually deal with it. Yeah, let's get going. Though preban is definitely interesting, something that I'm not quite too used to yet, but I think it's nice just being able to have a unit that you'll just ban forever, plus another unit that you have an option of banning is always, I think, nice to have. Because my Hua Young is not built to standard, I feel, so I just ban her, and then I can do a normal first pick. So let's see where this goes. Just keeping it relatively safe. I don't know where he's gonna go, where he's gonna pivot. He wants to commit to cleave or anti-cleave or what? Okay, so he thinks I'm cleaving, which I mean is fine, but certain picks become like liabilities this early in the draft. So I think it's really good just being able to pivot out of things like this. Especially having first, second pick, I think pivot is the like most important thing to have. So Stenny wouldn't be a good pick. I don't want to pick something that's like super like AoE, so I think I'll just play it safe and go like Rylet.
You fight as if you have 9 lives.
You haven't heard of shadow elves.
Arya. And LQC. So here's the thing, right? I was gonna ban the Cowrick anyways. So I'm like really not worried about this, because now I can just go SSB and knock everyone out of stealth.
Bring it on.
And this means no attack buff for the LQC. I'm gonna have mitigation with my LRK. I'm okay with this. This is going pretty good. Well, Rylet's the one who definitely needs the protection the most, but I don't think he's gonna die to the splash. My survivability stats aren't the best, but they're definitely not that bad.
I'll be with you.
It's like a really fast Arya, so probably not on lifesteal. This is like 230, 240 speed.
I will. No. I must win. Are you ready?
Yeah, barrier up, no. Also, this is like a really fast LQC. Because my Rylet's like just shy of 200, they all outsped. Yeah, that's not surprising to me at all.
Step back.
It's unfortunate I have to hit Arya right now, but
Fear is how others control you.
I'm just an S3. Let's get some damage up.
Your life means nothing.
Well, this is the last hit that I have to put on her, really. So, so she's on her own artifact. So it's kind of unfortunate he got the death break on my Violet, or my Violet. So, oh well, I mean she's dead now, so that's cool. But now everyone's gonna be knocked out of stealth, I think. Yeah, because Billion's forced to hit everyone. I think she has the... Oh, she has 3 stacks. Okay, so yeah.
I won't go easy on you.
Why don't you just surrender? You could try a little.
I don't think SSB is gonna live. But, nice. That's what I wanted the most, was to get rid of that provoke. My SSB is actually on the wrong build right now, I think. She might be on like effectiveness boots and on Bloodstone. But I don't think it matters too much. Actually, I mean it does a little bit because he freaking stripped my... Oh, I needed that kill. It's kind of unfortunate. Oh, that's actually ridiculously unfortunate. I just need this to cleanse. Nah, it's alright, we cleansed. I honestly think I can blow through the Bellion right now. I'm just gonna do it. I think I can blow through it. I have pen set, I have death break, he has death buff, but LRK was definitely not the unit we wanted, but it's definitely passable. I was gonna say, I wanted literally anybody else, to be honest, because this LQC like doesn't do any damage. So honestly, I think in the 1v1 my APOC just wins it. Yeah, my APOC's tanking this. Just in case get a dual attack. But yeah, just because he's so fast, he doesn't have the damage to actually kill my APOC. So that was 2 S3s and no kill. I mean, you always gotta give us something for speed, right? So, we take it. Game 1 going well. My goal for this play session is to get to 2300. But, I think I'm gonna make it. It seems like my MMR is like really high. That's legend frame. Just because everyone I play is like surprisingly decent, rather they're top 100 guilds or previously Emperor or even Legend. I've fought a couple Legend finishers already. So I'm still maintaining a decent win rate. I'm at 60%. So
Step back.
okay.
Flies.
So far nothing surprising besides the Pavel ban. I'll admit that's pretty interesting. But not completely surprised. Just because the biggest thing that counters Pavel Q is Bellion, but if you're planning around it, you could just ban it. So I totally didn't check my SSB build.
As long as I'm holding the spear, I won't back down. You want to try me?
Stenny this early is kind of shocking to me, but like also not really, if that makes kind of sense. So I can go LQC, and then I have options now, just because LQC is really good into top 3 already at this point. So I can try drafting a little bit more neutral, or I could try drafting just a pure... Actually, no, this has to be a counter to... Honestly, no, it doesn't even. Yeah. I can just go mitigation here.
I won't stand down. Stay away from me.
Okay, so that's like not even that bad for me though. So I go this,
My time to shine.
and just eventually I'm gonna do enough damage to get through this. Yeah, we're just gonna be kill racing at this point. This is gonna be a damage race. Sure, he has a Stenny, but I have an LQC, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
I just wanna go home.
If he gets 15%, this game literally ends on the spot. And like that, the game ends on the spot. I have 15% at the strip. I have immunity. Unfortunate. You really can't ask for much more than that, to be fair, right? Like, unless it's like a super tanky AOL, but it's pretty fast.
You aren't even fit to kiss my feet.
He might go for the Soulburn kill on LQC, to be fair. Because his APOC is pretty quick.
You disgust me.
I don't know if the stun. That, I feel so bad for this guy already. I'm getting extremely lucky.
Let me give you a makeover. You look prettier after this.
I'll take your
Ooh, but this APOC's on proof. Okay, so I'm not gonna kill with this. I can just tell you right off the bat, I'm not getting a kill with this.
Armin's all ready.
I might as well put up immunity. That's the biggest thing. If this Solitaire starts landing stuns, that'd be pretty bad.
Are you ready?
So Stenny is probably dead, I think, just because my LQC is pretty decent. I'm probably not gonna kill the APOC, but it's definitely gonna splash. Oh, it actually didn't splash enough. Let's kill this. Oh, let's just artifact check this. It's artifact check. It's on proof. I know this already, but
Not bad.
like he would have to kill my my LQC here, but he's not gonna go for it, which is fair. I mean, I actually know it's very possible that this is it's losable.
Not bad.
This is but it's just very risky because you might hit my LQC, and that would be a lose condition. Yeah. Unfortunate, but GG's all around. I got really lucky on my my 15% here this game, because my Dilibet's no effect resistance, and neither is my Rimuru. So that's pretty fortunate on my part. I mean, but at the same time, right? My Dilibet would have been able to cleanse, I think. I have first pick, so let's ban Solitaire.
I'll make you taste despair.
Parabellum.
Step back, flies.
Hall of Fame. Probably gonna go Cowrick here, I feel. Going Celine already. Interesting. Takes a decent DPS away. So I'm not too sure where I want to take this draft, to be honest. I think what I do is I go Mediator LQC, and then from there I can kind of pivot in and out of my playstyles. So at this point I might not even need a knight, right? That's something to keep in mind, just because I have 2 support units. I might not need it. So he's gonna ban the Meteor instead. Okay, so that tells me.
You dare stop?
There's the Pierre pick. So, better late than never, I guess. Generally, though, I'm not afraid of his DPS at the current point in time. Archdemon Shadow is just really good here. And then I could go. Do I even want to risk it? I don't think I want to risk this. I think I just go to the DPS. So another safe DPS that I can pick, optionally, could be Ari, but that's actually kind of risky. I don't want to draft a counter DPS. Probably just Stenny, right? Stenny's decent here. He has like no reach. SSB could be kind of unfortunate for me here. So we'll see, but at the same time I did draft a unit that kind of counters it, so.
Leave it to me.
Landy's an interesting ban considering, right? So he's probably gonna ban the coward, okay. I don't think Archdemon, I mean there's like no point, right? So
Obey if you wish to live.
I think I can eat this damage actually.
Scar those in our way with destruction and fear.
I think highest attack on this team right now is LQC and she has the passive. So it's random EE. Okay.
Feel my sword. I won't fall.
That's kind of unfortunate, honestly.
Victory is within our grasp.
That buff is huge.
I gave you a chance. It's too late to say sorry now.
Come on.
But this is definitely an unfortunate circumstance. It's definitely an unfortunate situation to be in. Okay, so might as well get some damage on
All
this.
you've got. At least try to make it fun.
Wait, that's gonna kill this by the splash. So
Now.
this is a 30k HP A-Ravi.
My throne.
Alrighty.
Land is threatened.
I think it's still worth the soul burn just to get damage and maybe kill something else.
But you must be punished.
Wait, it has no defense. This still might kill?
Are you
Barely killed. Person I want to hit's just the Landy.
I'll take your
Alrighty, that was pretty scary.
This is it.
I'll rescue you.
That was a deceptively tanky A-Ravi, I think. It was lighter on the defense, but definitely higher on the HP than most.
For your crimes.
Just I barely had enough damage to eke it out, which was really nice. It probably didn't do a lot of damage though. Or like all of the damage was forced into HP. It's like no crit damage, most likely, like 200. I know it's a strat that some people do is that they just build super tanky yeah, they build super tanky A-Ravis to deal with what's its face? To deal with LQCs, just so that they don't die.
To live.
Pierban, interesting. He's probably just gonna take APOC and Meteor to Coward.
I'll do anything.
Yep. One.
Just follow me.
Okay, he also have CC instead, which I mean isn't horrible. So
Take your life.
that makes me go this instead. At this point, I have options on the draft and on the ban. So we'll see.
Prove your worth.
Archdemon Shadow.
Don't come near.
And Stenny. Okay. So JQC is not good here, but I could go something like LQC and Emilia. Let's play relatively aggro into this.
In the light's name.
And Destina. So, I mean, okay, I guess. I'm probably just gonna ban Destina. He's gonna ban LQC. I mean, nothing too out of the ordinary here. Yeah, she's going to. I mean, it's a damage race, right? So.
I'll make you taste.
I don't know who has tempo lead here, which is
Give all
the
that
thing.
you have for the glory of Harlan. Feel my sword.
That's a resist Meru. I'm not even gonna bother.
Even reach me.
Okay, I mean, sure.
You cannot change what is already decided.
仕方ないな。争いは避けたい。
I mean, that's pretty nice for me. Anti-crit is definitely a win in my books.
精霊の加護。
I smell living creatures.
Okay, so this Archdemon Shadow was low on the HP, probably high on the defensive side.
How weak. I'll deal with this.
I don't want to check if she's uncountered just yet, so.
I will honor their wishes.
Yeah, it's honestly, like, very unfortunate, because now what's gonna happen is that she's gonna stun my...
Is a survivor.
It's gonna go for the stun on my Rimuru, and I won't be able to cleanse this.
There's no escape. Ever.
Oh, no?
今なら許してあげるから。気をつけて。怪我する
I think it should be enough to give him a soul burn.
よし。なら行ってみようか。
So... I might as well just go for the first one in this.
全てを飲み込め。
I never fight a losing battle. With my authority as mediator, I will right what is wrong.
I'll make you taste despair. Focus.
No proc, which is really nice.
You're scared.
And it gave my Rimuru immunity. He doesn't have S2 up, because he used it on turn 1.
I desire your
Like, what, worst case scenario, I guess he can seal my APOC, which, I mean, definitely is not good, but
attack.
he's still going for the
Can you handle this?
Silius, which, I mean, is fine.
心配しないで。
I push Rimuru just because APOC's already taken the turn. Like, no reason to push someone who's already going.
頼りにしてるぞ。
Is that all you've got?
Kind of unfortunate he gets the blind, but I guess I get the steal attack buff, so
Step back.
not completely horrible.
This is a formidable opponent.
I don't know if my Rimuru will be able to take another turn against this Stenny.
なかなかやるな。
I'm sensing corrupt.
My Emilia, I think, is gonna take. No, it's in this one, right? So,
Not bad.
yeah, he's dead.
なかなかやるな。一時撤退だ。
I'll do anything for her. Allow me to purify you.
He has soul burn. This is 2 turns out.
You want to try me?
Attack buff falls off on the first one. So.
You aren't even
Oh, but my Amelia is dead. Okay, yeah, that's game. So I mean, that's one thing that I do have to work on. I think for myself is that I think I will have to build Kisei as well. Or honestly, maybe it should have just been the play to just actually commit to the J Kisei. I honestly don't know.
If you wish to live.
There aren't really units to reset except for the Cowrick, right? So. Something that happens, that's kind of a drafting situation that I do have to work on myself. I know I do, so. I don't have first pick, so. And you'll have CCs. Kind of interesting. So pure first pick's practically like a must, right?
To die.
So.
I'll deal with.
I never fight a losing battle.
争いは避けたいんだけどな。Are you ready?
QC, so far pretty standard. You banned FCC, right? So I can go see Armin instead.
Armin's all ready.
Right now I'm trying to think about a good DPS here. Actually, Stenny is decent.
Don't come near me.
Must I keep fighting?
Here's the Bellion. I wonder what his last pick's gonna be. Most likely he's just gonna ban my last pick. Okay, so he goes Landy. I mean, relatively standard picks, I feel. So I can just go with a unit that does a consistent AoE. Ooh, I didn't change my SSB build still. I mean, that's kind of unfortunate. So change of plans a little bit. Let's go Mercedes.
I will release my power.
And I just banned the Piera, right? Just in case he bans the Cowrick, I don't want the unbuffable to be sticking around. Yep. Okay. Let's do this. This Landy might push the... I mean, it depends, right? If this is a speed boot, LQC, which I mean it is. It's on the faster side.
What is it you desire?
My Stenny might die here, to be honest. That's a huge push in front of the Rimuru, because then he could have def broken. Oh yeah, she's living.
I'll take your life.
He's not gonna get the fixed damage. This Bellion's not on injury. Let's just hit the APOC. Yeah, no, the big thing I was scared of is that if this Bellion isn't on injury, I don't want my Stenny to die right now. That would be worst case scenario. Ah, that's pretty future, to be fair.
Command me.
No matter what I do here, I think I get countered, but I don't think I die. So I might as well try to get as much damage out as I can. Okay, yeah, he knows. I mean, it happens, right? Just unfortunate counter, But I mean, at the same time, I do build my units for this, right? So you can't 100% say you're lucky that you have counter. Because I am making the deliberate choice to build all of my units on counter. So I mean, I don't know. You can argue with it all you want, but I've also lost a bunch of games that I should have just because my units don't counter.
Come, I'll take your life.
You know, these are the type of drafts, because I guarantee he's going to pick Rimuru and Cowrick here, unless he decides to try and speed challenge me here. But he banned Piera, so the only option he has is Ran. This is where I wish I had a unit like Ida, but I don't, so I'm sad. Okay, so this definitely leaves Jake Kesey on the table as a later pick. And it's definitely good that I have the last 2 picks. So at this point, I want to deter options. So I could go with another tanky unit. LQC I think is relatively risky, but I could make him draft a little bit of reach. I think the best thing I want to do is draft Mercedes. It's like really early for Mercedes, to be fair, especially because you can just go like full ice, but I don't know what light or dark unit I would have drafted in this slot. If I had something like a fire Cowrick build, this would be probably where he'd be decent. Okay. Let's see where he wants to go with this. If this isn't a fast DPS, I'm quite happy with the current situation, especially because he banned Pierre. It's gonna be pretty hard. Alpha's interesting actually. But I do this, and I draft Stenny.
Not bad.
What is the best course?
It's unfortunate that I kind of have to ban Amelia here. I think he's gonna ban the Conqueror Lilies or the Jkise. I don't think he's gonna leave them in. I guess FCC is also an optional ban just because he's running Bellion as his main source of damage against Stenny, but I think Jkise is a huge risk right now to leave in. Yeah, okay. So this Alpha pick was kind of interesting to me. I don't know if it's like high speed or what, but
I'll make you taste despair.
it's guiding light and it's fast. Okay.
Not fear death. Seizing victory is seizing the future.
Obey if you wish to live.
I didn't strip. That's quite unfortunate, so
I'll make you kneel before me.
失礼ないよ。頑張ります。届け、私のこれから。
only landed the sleep, which is actually good, just because now she's not gonna die. He's just gonna leave her asleep though. So I guess what he's trying to do is he's trying to burn the magic for friends. This is a tankier Rimuru.
Are you done struggling? Everything in Felicia is under my control.
This is gonna wake up my Mercedes.
If you're scared, run. In this distorted world,
Yeah, might as well do this for the cycling. I mean, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say at these points, just because, like, at this point, I think everything that's going on is relatively common, or, like, the things you'd think to do, so.
losing everyone. 覚悟はできてるよな。
Barrier's gonna go back onto FCC.
Want to try me?
I definitely can't kill the Bellion here. So I might as well just kill Elfelt? Just get rid of a DPS threat.
Say my name.
I'm sensing corrupt energy. Let me guide you onto the right path.
Free proof damage.
Feel my soul.
Bellion is probably the next threat. I don't know if it's on counter set or injury set. It's on injury set because my Mercedes has injury damage. So
Must I keep fighting?
double counter here is nice. Mercedes actually was a decent pick here.
As long as I'm holding the spear,
So you're just gonna come down to
it should be fun.
I was gonna say counter attacks, dual attacks, we take those as well. I might as well just give what is it, standing attack buff? I think that's pretty safe.
To kiss my feet.
I'll make you taste despair. This is it.
Let me help you.
What is the best?
I got
use of that?
kinda lucky here this game with the resists, but
Just follow
I don't think it my SCC lives. But I don't think it really mattered all too much. Like, I guess he would have killed Mercedes earlier in this game,
This is a formidable opponent.
but it depends. It really does depend. So I'll just show the reason I banned Huayang, right? Because if you look at this, you're like, you have her and she's 6-star and she has gear on her. I don't think that this type of gear holds up at my level. I don't think this is a good enough Huayang. And people might be like, that's actually fucking crazy. But I'm not comfortable drafting Huayang. Currently, obviously job because I don't have her built, but like before I had her at 6k attack, I do not feel like this will do enough damage to kill what I need it to kill. And I know her boots are not 90'd, but these boots are pretty bad, so you can look at that and you can kind of understand why I don't want to 90 them yet. But I mean, I'm on the hunt for new gear for her. My end goal is counter set, which I mean people might find is kind of weird, but I just feel like because my Calric is so slow that I don't think there's a reason for me to go speed set besides just like accessibility. Here's Mercedes. She actually did pretty good. No resistance, but did enough damage to kind of just brute force the team. Also very fortunate that I only proc Binder for friends after the CC. But I mean, it's the name of the game, right? Sometimes you can go whole against that at procking. I think I tried to draft Piera one game. Here she is. Actually, in the last video, I don't think I showed my Ran. So here's Ran. And then... Yep, SSB is on the wrong build. So I don't want to change it right now, but... I'll show you what she should be on. These are the boots she should be on, so they should be her stats. This is a build just for PvE that I use for farming KDs. And usually on imprint release and with drink. So, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate that I forgot to switch it, but I mean, she did her job, so it's okay. Arguably the Bloodstone actually saved me a couple times, because there were a couple times where it healed the SSB to keep her alive. I don't think I brought Landy this fight. I think it was like the fight right before this. So, Conquer Lilius, pretty basic, kind of slower in the grand scheme of things, especially because I'm first picking her. But I think she's fast enough to do her job, just barely. Like 260 or 280 is like the bare minimum. JKC I tried to bring, got banned. It's literally just for MO Calric. It's just a team-wide reset. It's always kind of just nice to have. Especially because they don't have the single target ones built. So, I think I just got to do. All QC kind of was doing some work. So yeah, here's the LQC. 4k attack. Kind of low on the crit damage, only 260. I know people say 4k 300. So like 4k attack and 300 crit damage. But I'm not quite at that level yet. So, it's definitely something to work on. Eventually, just getting more crit damage on my gear, probably going to be in the sword and helmet just because they are purples. But yeah, other than that, I'm quite happy with my LQC build. One thing I would want to change is that maybe I could switch her to Scythe if I hit the 85 crit chance, but at the same time then I'm losing attack, so it's definitely a trade-off. You gain survivability and you lose attack, so something I'll experiment with if I get the gear. I don't think I drafted Bellion, but here she is. Crimson Armament I brought once. Here's her gear. LRK. APOC, same build as always, haven't changed her in a long time. Dilibet I think I brought, so here's Dilibet. Meteor Karak I think got banned actually. Still haven't changed his build, I think he's still in imprint concentration, so let me just do that now before I forget. Okay. FCC, Bruiser build, that's why I like, honestly in this meta, I think a Bruiser build FCC is actually not horrible, just because there's so much fast attack buffing and like vigor and stuff like that going around. She can output some pretty decent damage, especially if you can land like a death break. Like I've seen my FCC 100 to 0 S10s before, so that's definitely like a niche situation because I have to land a death break and I have to have attack buff. But if I can get those things, which I mean are relatively common, she can blow things up. Here's Rylet, who just kind of got hit and died. Again, as I said, his bulk's not the best. His gear's not that good either, to be honest. I definitely need to get better gear for him, but at the same time, that's why I'm farming a lot of Banshee recently, just to finish him, because he's not gotten to a spot where I'm happy with yet. Archteam I think I drafted. That's the thing, right? I'm like trying to remember who I drafted because I was watching my old RTA videos to get thumbnails and stuff. So I think I brought Archdemon. Here she is. Stenny, I'm learning to draft her more. She's on the same gear as last time. Like I haven't changed her gear in a while. So hopefully I can get the hang of it. Because Stenny's like a super strong unit. Her counters are very few and far between. Besides obviously just like AoE. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. If you want to see more exciting content from me, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely let me know that people are still interested in watching the E7 content. But I mean, at the end of the day, I am honestly just posting for myself. Obviously, as a small channel, you can't go into YouTube expecting to make money, so I'm not. I'm just doing it for fun. If I blow up, that's cool. If I don't, oh well. I know my account review video did pretty well, which it might be how a lot of people found me. So if you did, welcome. I don't think I ever formally welcomed anybody off that video. But yeah, socials in the description. And yeah, that'll be it. Have a good day and night wherever y'all are, and as always, peace out.